What's going on, everybody? It's Aaron coming at you, Single Dad Life. I'm gonna do a special video right here on Instagram and all that stuff. Don't forget to go to YouTube and subscribe and all that. Hold on, guys. That's Josiah right there. Come on up. Say hi to everybody, Josiah.
Hi, guys. Put thumbs up.
Josiah wants to go swimming and all that stuff.
And you watch me swim.
They can't see you, buddy. Look.
Oh, watch me swim.
You gotta back up. You're a shorty.
Watch me swim. Daddy, can you...
He wants to go in the pool out back, whatever, and go ahead and swim and everything like that. And I have to fill up some water balloons. Little man has a half a day all week. Hey, Germany. And
Daddy, can you fill up the little water balloons?
I will do that in 1 second. Can I do my video real quick, please? So I'm gonna go ahead and do a video right here on Instagram, and then I will post it to YouTube at Bulldog Sportswear and Apparel, Single Dad Life. Check me out. Go ahead and subscribe and hit that thumbs up. Go ahead and share it and everything. My to-do list for today, it's what, 1:15. No, I'm not asking for help, Siri. It's 1:15, and I damn near got my to-do list done for today. So that makes me happy. Of course, I deal with my ups and downs and all that stuff with, let me turn that music down. I deal with my ups and downs and everything in, you know, being a single father, being a small business owner, you know, dealing with mental health issues, and of course, you know, dealing with, you know, blah, 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 people who like to do a bunch of talking and all that stuff. Like I told you before, you can never, ever please everybody, you know, which reminds me, I have a story, like in Single Dad Life, you'll see the ups and downs of the small business, and I'm gonna give you an example. So, for instance, like today, I have a former employee by the name of Morgan Isom. That's Morgan, I-S-O-M. Check him out on Facebook, believe me, or Drip Season on Instagram, and he is the biggest clown ever. This guy, you would swear we were in a relationship or something like that. You know, like this guy, like, I mean, I swear to goodness on everything I love, I guess thinks he's going to get me out of character by talking all this stuff and thinking I'm going to come at him or whatever. First and foremost, we both know what's up. We both know my resume. So he's only saying all this stuff just in case anything happens to him, they have something to fall back on, or they have a lead. And then on top of that, my man, I am way too intelligent. I have way too much to lose, you know, so I will never get out of character for anyone. So I don't care if anyone talks crap about me, if they message other people about me or whatever. But this guy, Morgan, he used to work for me. Last summer, I hired this ex-felon. I did him a favor, hired this ex-felon last summer, you know, and apparently he got way too comfortable. You know, I helped him out, everything. You know, his uncle put him out his house. This guy was homeless for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I talked to the owner of my building or whatever, and I knew he had an apartment above the store. So I'm like, damn, I can't have my manager without a spot to live, because then I'm fucked, because then I gotta find somebody else, because he's gonna have to deal with that first. So Aaron, being Aaron, looked out for him, dropped security deposit and everything, got him an apartment in 5 freaking minutes. 5 minutes. This man, by the time this man's stuff was on the street, this man had an apartment above the store, which worked out for about 1 day. I kid you not. Ever since that man moved above the apartment, moved above the store into that apartment, I had nothing but problems with this man. I was going to fire him like a week after I got him the apartment. You know, but I don't give up on anybody, so I let him check. I worked it out, try to work things out with him and all that stuff. And finally, April 9th, I did fire this man. I fired him April 9th, and I'm telling you, to this day, this man is still talking crap about me. You know what I mean? But, and mind you, he still lives in the apartment I got him. But when he sees me, he puts his head down and walks in another direction. Or he won't come out of his apartment when he knows that I'm down at the store. Now, he'll try and contact people on Facebook and, you know, even my daughter. You know, he's been sending messages to my daughter. Like today, you know, of course, I started to GoFundMe for the Single Dad Life series and all that to get the assistance and all that to start the production and everything. You know, this man texts my daughter, can you believe this asshole started a GoFundMe? My thing is this. I never let nobody ruffle my feathers because I'm not a bird and I don't have any feathers. So I will never, ever, ever let that happen. You know, then number two, it's like, I love you too, son. Go ahead and jump back in the water, okay?
Okay. Wait, are they coming out yet?
Who?
The people watching.
Yeah, sure, son. Number two, my bad, guys. Number two, if you're a grown man with no children and you get food stamps, you can't say anything to me. If you're a grown man with no kids and you can't even get a phone in your name, you can't say nothing to me. If you're a grown man and you have no kids and you can't even get to the laundromat, you can't say nothing to me. If you're a grown man and can only get off by putting it in your woman's ass, then you can't say anything to me. To each his own, believe me, to each his own, but there's nothing that you can say to me. If you don't do things on your own as a grown man, you can't say anything to me. If you rode my coattails for over a year and I let you fake like my store was yours, you can't say nothing to me. Not one word. If I'm at my store and you put your head down, you cannot say nothing to me. Not one word. So let's go ahead and stop with all that. You got fired, and that's that. If most of your clothes, and I will say 85% of your clothes, footwear, from the socks to your drawers, came from Bulldog Sportswear and Apparel for free, you cannot say nothing to me. Not one word. You got fired for the way you act. Seriously. I would have to come into the store every morning and clean up after him like he was my child. Even other people noticed that this guy is like your dependent. You ate at my house. I brought you food. You begged to borrow my car. You got a chick that's sleeping with other men that you cry about. When I went and reprimanded you for the way that you left the store, you sat there and you cried. So there is no way that you as a grown man or a grown little woman can say anything to me, Morgan. Check him out on Facebook, Morgan Isom, or Drip Season on IG, because this is the only shout out that you will get from me. Because you will get this message and you will see this video. You will see that this one is about you. Seriously. Because you know my resume. And like I said, these aren't threats. I'm not going to threaten you or do anything because, like I said, I have way too much to lose. And I'm way too gentleman-like and business-like to even come at a loser. You know what I mean? You already losing. You mad because you're not on my coattails no more. When you move different, people fall off your coattails. 100%. And I'm going to tell you that right now. And really, like I said, if you... all your clout, homeboy, came from Bulldog Sportswear and Apparel. Everything. And let's see here. Who branded Bulldog Sportswear and Apparel? Who is Bulldog Sportswear and Apparel? My man. You see that right there. Started from the bottom, from nothing. From nothing. And built that and branded that myself. You came along, I let you get on my coattails, but you didn't put your seatbelt on. You got to click it, or you're going to fall off. You feel me? But anyway, single dad life is going to keep pushing on, and that's just a little snippet of something that you'll see during the single dad life series. You'll see how I have to deal with the ups and downs of employees, because good help is definitely hard to find and everything like that. You know what I mean? And he's really like the president of my haters club, and I'm kind of honored. I'm flattered, really, because I know that I'm doing things the correct way, because I had people who run their mouth about me. All publicity is good publicity, people. Come on. Like, seriously, everybody sees what I do. Everybody knows what I do. I do community work. I volunteer. I'm there for the kids. Matter of fact, my son gave me this today from his school or whatever, his class, because Dad, since September, Bulldog Sportswear and Apparel has been donating or doing Pizza Friday every Friday for Keystone Christian Academy, where my son goes to school. Not his class, but the whole damn school. Since September. But that's something I don't post or whatever, because I'm not looking for clout for doing that. Not at all. My son is a superstar at that school, believe it or not. And I'm kind of torn if I want to move or not, because he's a superstar there, because his dad rocks out and is like one of the biggest donators there. I'm up there. I do whatever they want. I'm there every week. And then I volunteer. I'm there. So I do too much in the community. I do too much in my business life. I do too much in my dad life to let any peon bring me down. Like I said, you got to man up first. You're not even on my level. You're not on my level. You got to at least get on my level first. Like, really, like, the only reason why I'm addressing it now is because it's like the 20th message that I've either received via text, via voicemail, via messenger, via Instagram, with a screenshot with what this little gay homosexual said. Now, don't get it twisted. I don't have a problem with people who, like I said, to each his own. I don't have that problem. I definitely support you guys, whatever. But when you're a grown man and you act worse than a female, I'm surprised that when my car is parked out front of my store and everything, that my tires aren't slashed or my windows aren't broken, because that's what females do. I am like that surprised. You know what I mean? But anyway, like I said, you'll see all that in single dad life. You know what I mean? And as I continue to work from home today, because, come on, I can put all this stuff on Marketplace and my website, bulldogsapparel.com, and sit here and cut out overhead. Everybody shops online now. So you'll see all that on single dad life, as well as I make the transition, or as I could decide to make a transition from a brick and mortar to online and all that stuff, and then keeping my employee and putting her to use and how I'm going to make that happen and all that. But as y'all know, West York is definitely not the place for Bulldog Sportswear and Apparel or a superstar such as myself. Like, I'm not kidding. You call it what you want. Call it cocky. I call it confidence. So, regardless, it's whatever. You know, single dad life will jump off. We will start production with this, and we'll go ahead and make this happen. Let's see here. I have a few more things to do today. Of course, it's Taco Tuesday, so I will bust out the sombreros today with Boss Baby, and we're going to do our thing. Simple as that. So check out the GoFundMe and the single dad life and all that stuff, and go ahead and definitely share it and everything like that. And we're going to see what happens. Like I said, I pay attention to everybody who watches, who shares, who subscribes. I have it all. I have all the insights, and like I said, I have my notebook there with a whole section of that. You know what I mean? Just so I can go ahead and make sure that I catch everybody who was there from the beginning. and I'm gonna have a certain cutoff point and everything, but I'm gonna make sure that I go ahead and you guys are definitely thanked, and you know that your support was definitely appreciated from the beginning, because I mean, you've seen different sides of me. You've seen you heard from Josiah, you heard from Tatiana. You know, in the future, you'll hear from my employee. You'll hear from some of my family members, not in a good way, I'm sure, but like I'm sure you'll hear from them. You'll hear from exes, currents, or should I say futures, or whatever, or potentials. I mean, you'll see it all on Single Dad Life, for real. And it's definitely gonna be something to check out. So go ahead and go to YouTube and check out Single Dad Life, or find me on Facebook. You know what I mean, Aaron Brown, and go ahead and follow and check us out and everything. But I definitely wanted to get that message out there today. You know what I mean, and go there. I will definitely put out another video tomorrow, if not before then. I know tomorrow we're moving on to discussing the production and everything, and finding locations and getting. I know one of the locations, I mean, is going to be here at home, and I know another location is going to be at the store. You know, and we're going to go ahead and start production and all that for the first season. And well, actually, we're going to do the pilot and all that first, and go ahead and hit Hulu up. And big shout out to Waleska. Thank you very much for letting me know that Amazon Prime just purchased MGM. So we're going to definitely take this to a bigger platform. Excuse me.
I said it's single son life. I heard you said single dad life.
Oh my gosh. There goes Josiah again, busting in with his single son life. So maybe that'll be a spinoff, you know what I mean? And we'll go from there, and we'll of course name it something different. But that little boy is something else. So he has a half a day all week. Like I said, this is last week of school, so that's why I'm making this transition, because I'm not gonna have him ripping and running in the damn store all day and being bored and all that. And I'm not gonna take his summer away from him by putting him to work and all that stuff, even though this is for him. This is his store, this is his company, this is his business, this is his. So definitely check me out. Like, I appreciate everything, and I'll be back later on. I'm real excited about everything. Can't wait till tomorrow to figure out the next step in the process and figure out how we're going to do it. I've been sitting here plotting and planning on everything. So go ahead and share the GoFundMe and all that, and we'll be on your TV and all that. And you'll get to check out real reality, you know, a real docuseries, real life, you know, not that fake shit, you know, not at all, not at all. And we're going to definitely keep it real uncut as we can, you know, and you're going to run through a whole bunch of different emotions, I guarantee it. So check me out, and I will talk to you guys later on. Don't forget, hit YouTube up and subscribe. Peace.